Welcome back, guys. My name's Jason Morris. Today we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. This is the Feiyu G6 Plus gimbal. I've had a couple of weeks to play with this thing, but I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing and review of this before I start getting into a bit more serious stuff with this thing. Feiyu did send me this as a disclaimer, but this isn't a paid review. This is completely independent, my own views. So if it's positive, negative, it's completely my own opinion. But yeah, so let's get into the video. So one of the biggest things about this gimbal right here that pretty much attracted me to it, as opposed to some of the other gimbals that I've been using, I've pretty much got an action camera gimbal that's specifically for action cameras. I've got a smartphone camera gimbal that is obviously specifically for smartphones. And I've got a large DSLR / cinema camera gimbal that is really heavy duty, has a very big payload for those bigger cinema cameras, or even just larger DSLRs or smaller, powerful, like my A7 III mirrorless camera. But this thing is incredible because it can do your action camera, it can do your smart camera, and it can do compact cameras or your small mirrorless cameras like my A6300 or the A6000 range. It can hold that, which is fantastic because the image quality you can get out of these cameras is fantastic. Unfortunately, it could do the A7 III providing that I get a light enough lens, but that just makes it a little bit difficult in terms of lens selections because the payload of this is only 800 grams. So it's mainly built for smaller DSLRs / mirrorless cameras and below. Now, the total weight of this thing is 663 grams, which is about 1.46 pounds. So that is really, really light. It makes it really good for traveling. So if you are a busy person, you tend to travel a lot or do a lot of filmmaking on the go, this thing could be a possibility. It is a little bit pricey, but for pretty much what you pay for, it's pretty much justified, I'd say. It's also splash proof, which is really good in terms of weather sealed products like your GoPros or your DJI Osmo Action. Even like your A6300 is weather sealed as well. So if you do get a little bit of water when you're out in the environment with the weather, it doesn't necessarily hurt it. So that is a plus for this thing right here. So let's jump into the review and unboxing of this thing and see exactly what's inside. Okay, so let's open this box and see what's inside. So this is the Feiyu G6 Plus. Fantastic gimbal for your smartphone, action cameras, and obviously small cameras, DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, compact cameras, and so on and so forth. It's fantastic. It does have the follow focus mode, zoom in, zoom out knob. Okay, so this is the case here. It's a pretty nice case, which is fantastic. It is a bit of like a soft foam sort of thing, but it does have a handle, which is quite handy if you do tend to travel a lot. And this is a nice touch. Hello. Now what is it? It is the warranty card and a quick start guide on the 3-axis gimbal right here. So that's always good to have, always good to read through to see how you can set it up. In this pocket here, frequently asked questions. It looks like one's in Chinese, one's in English. So that is really cool. It does have a whole bunch of frequently asked questions that you can go through if you do have any issues with setting up initially with the G6 Plus. So this is the gimbal right here. This, I assume, would be some of the cords and stuff. Getting through that. So we do have a GoPro finger knuckle, obviously the screw there, a 1/4-inch tripod mount thing that you can screw underneath for the base plates, which is fantastic. And you've got your USB-C to micro USB charging cable. Now, what is this? So this seems to be the foam mat that you can chuck directly on top, and obviously screwing that into that while it's into the base plate. So that is a really cool feature. It is a nice metal construction and rubber seals on the front and obviously on the top and bottom of your phone. So that is really cool to have there as well. And obviously this is your gimbal right here. Just gonna create a little bit more space. So this is the gimbal right here. You've got your phone mount. This is for your GoPro or action camera, charging cable, and this will obviously attach with your phone mount as well. So there isn't a tripod mount at the bottom, which is very common to see in a lot of 3-axis gimbals now, because when you do tend to want to set up, you want to sort of sit it there and set it up and balance it and whatnot. And if you're not using it, you tend to sort of put it on the tripod. But if you do have a cheap tripod mount, you just chuck it directly on the bottom, because there is a 1/4-inch tripod mount on the bottom, and you're able to sit it exactly like so. So as you can see here, this is the side knob that you can make some minor adjustments like your zoom. You can also do tilt and pan function as well. You can press it in and toggle between those, which is fantastic. You've got a bit of a screw mount there, 1/4-inch screw mount, where you could probably put attachment to a microphone or a monitor if you wanted to do a little bit more serious sort of filmmaking. So that makes it quite good. You can also put a phone mount on the side as well. I've seen a couple of gimbals have that. Now this seems to be your roll function on the gimbal, and this is your typical toggle here where you do your tilt and pan. Now it does have the mode function right here, where you turn it on and toggle through the modes, and a little OLED display here, which is fantastic. It does light up quite nicely. And there's obviously a record button. So the record button is fantastic. Like I said before, if you do want to do a little bit of recording, you can just press the record and away you go, rather than touching on to your camera and recording there. Now this is obviously the USB charging spot. So it is rubber sealed. So this is splash proof, which is fantastic if you do go out into the weather. So make sure you put that in correctly. And then a little side button. I'm not actually 100% sure what this side button is, but oh, and you've also got a front trigger button, so that can put it into sport mode, or if you double tap, it returns it back to the front. So let's put the cameras on and away we go. So this next point is in the frequently asked questions little pamphlet that you get with the gimbal. And if you can hear that vibration noise, so that vibration noise essentially is letting you know that it is a little bit too light for the action camera. So all you need to do is go into your Feiyu Tech app. Go into the settings and click on motor strength, and then tap on that adaptation button. And it will say adaptive operation will take effect after restarting the gimbal. So all you need to do is turn the gimbal off and then turn it back on, and then it will actually adapt to the current weight with your action camera or smartphone. So that is a quick little unboxing and review of the Feiyu Tech G6 Plus. The link is in the description below if you do want to purchase this product. Like I said, these links in the description are affiliate links, so they do help out my channel if you do make a purchase through that. That would be greatly appreciated from you guys. I'm really I'm really happy about the support that I'm getting through my subscribers through YouTube. It's really a great community here, and I'm looking forward to the future in future videos. Just making so much more content for you guys. It's incredible. I love being a part of it. Anyway, guys, please hit that like button if you could. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't. As always, make sure you hit that bell notification so you can be notified when my next videos come out. Guys, my name's Jason Morris, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, let's get it.